TGA, transposition of the great vessels. It is the most common conotruncal defect. Transposition of the great vessels is defined as aorta arising from the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery arising from the left ventricle. Anatomically, the TGA is divided into complete variety and physiologically corrected variety. Complete variety, the right atrium is connected to the right ventricle. The right ventricle is connected to the aorta. Left atrium is connected to left ventricle. Left ventricle is connected to the pulmonary artery. That is the complete variety. This results in complete separation of the systemic and the pulmonary circulation. Blood from the pulmonary circulation flow in the following direction. Pulmonary artery to the pulmonary circulation, to the pulmonary veins, goes to the left atrium and then goes to the left ventricle and then it goes to the pulmonary artery once again and then its cycle is continuing. Blood from the systemic circulation flow in the following direction. It starts from the aorta, goes to systemic circulation, gets the deoxygenated blood from the whole of the body, goes to the SVC and the IVC. From there it goes to the right atrium and then it goes to the right ventricle and then again it's going to go to the aorta. As the oxygenated blood is not available for systemic distribution, survival of these patients depends upon the presence of a aorta, such as an atrial septal defect or a ventricular septal defect or any sort of aorta-pulmonary communication like a PDA. Okay, yeah. So like that is the complete variety. Moving on to the physiologically corrected type. Right atrium is connected to an inverted morphologically inverted left ventricle. The left ventricle is connected to the pulmonary artery. And also the left atrium is connected to the inverted morphologically right ventricle. The right ventricle is connected to the aorta. So these patients have a normal due to blood flow except that the functions of the right and left ventricles are interchanged due to the position. Well, this type of TGA is associated with other anomalies as well. The hemodynamics and clinical features depend upon other anomalies because the corrected TGA itself has normal route of the blood flow. So like it is physiologically corrected. So like it's not causing any sort of trouble. So the trouble occurs only because of the anomalies which are associated with the TGA. Okay. So we're going to see the hemodynamics of the TGA. In TGA, aorta lies anterior and to the right of the pulmonary artery. In patients with TGA, the oxygenated pulmonary venous blood recirculates in the lungs, whereas deoxygenated systemic venous blood recirculates in the systemic circulation. Pulmonary artery saturation is always higher than aortic saturation opposite to a normal person. Yeah, because like the function of it is reversed, right? Yeah, function of the ventricles are reversed. So pulmonary artery saturation is higher than the aortic saturation. Because the oxygenated blood is not available for the systemic circulation, survival depends upon the mixing available between the two circulations. So we are talking about TGA either with an intact ventricular septum or a TGA along with a VSD. TGA with intact septum, the mixing of blood depends upon the atrial communication. As patent foraminovaly is very small communication, mixing of oxygenated blood with deoxygenated blood is inadequate. Patients are symptomatic and cyanotic at birth. Congestive heart failure developed during first week. TGA with VSD. Presence of VSD of adequate size results in good mixing of the blood. The patients become symptomatic at 4 to 8 weeks when the fetal pulmonary vasculature regresses maximally. CHF develops at this time. Okay. So like after a while, the VSD is kind of like preventing death in these children as much as possible. But like after 4 to 8 weeks, the pulmonary vasculature of the fetus is regressing maximally and then the congestive heart failure is going to develop. The failing left ventricle and the large pulmonary blood flow causes increase in the left atrial pressure, so increased back pressure, pulmonary venous hypertension, pulmonary plethora. So the lung fields are all having plethora. The presence of a large VSD equalizes the pressure in the two ventricles as well as in the two great vessels. A large VSD. Pulmonary artery carries large flow. The patients with a TGA and a large VSD develop pulmonary vascular obstructive disease, which is Eisenmenger physiology early in life. So that is about the TGA with VSD. Okay. So as a quick recap, we just have like TGAs of two types: corrected variety, complete variety, physiologically corrected variety. That's it.